You're done the assignment. I had set today as a due date, but if you need to Monday, that's okay. So those are your big things for this chapter, right? Assignment and a quiz. If you don't want your whole life to be based on the test, the assignment and the quiz are where you're at. The assignment was due today, but I'll take it Monday. The quiz is just like that worksheet I did yesterday. But today, let's just focus on today's lesson for a second, because many people, when I finish this lesson, think this is the easiest lesson in the chapter. When I finish, while it's happening, you might be a little confused. But by the end, you're like, oh, pretty straightforward stuff. It starts here. Finding the y-intercepts of a quadratic equation. Everything all right here? Do you have one of these? Yeah. You have it in there somewhere? Okay. What do all y-intercepts have in common? They all cross the y-axis. Let me put some of them on here, okay? You write these on here because the whole point of the lesson, okay, that's a joke. The whole point of the lesson is coming right up here. Here we go. I'm just going to put some random y-intercepts here. I chose that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay? I really want to establish something that maybe you'll stick right in your brain come test time. There's a whole bunch of y-intercepts. Let me just write down their coordinates here. This one would have coordinates 0, 9. 0 on the x-axis, 9 on the y-axis. This one has 0, 5. If you're not getting this, you're going to miss the point of the lesson. And you're going to miss my math joke. Thank you. You're frowning. At least someone's frowning at that joke. You can do better, Mr. Todd. Okay, this one's 0, 2. This is 0, -1. 0, -6. Am I boring you? I hope at this point you're now bored with my example. You're like, we got it. What's the conclusion here? I was asking, what do all y-intercepts have in common? What's the same about all? The x value is 0. Is 0. I would say 0 might be the most powerful number in math. When we can use 0, life's a little easier than some of the other numbers. 0 is an easy number to work with. And here we get to work with 0. We get to say, make the x 0. If you want the y-intercept, make x equals 0. I'm going to put that right in your title. Right, find the y-intercepts. Right there in your title, right at the top. Make x equal 0. It seems too easy. It seems like that's all you got to do. And that's my graph shows that. It says, okay, if we want y-intercept, make x equals 0. And here comes the most important sentence of the day. Which I will highlight after I write it. How can we use this? To get the y-intercept, set x equals 0. I'm going to leave that like that for just a second. And then in a moment, I'm going to highlight that. You don't have to highlight it, but you should get ready to underline it. I'm not going to highlight it yet because I don't want you to not be able to read it. So take a moment, get that down. Because I'm going to stick to what I said. I believe that's the most important sentence of the whole thing. In fact, it's possible right now that if you really understand that, you could probably go to sleep now for a while. No, it's probably not. It's more supposed to be like a dramatic moment in the lesson where you go, oh, that's how important this is, that you believe we could actually take a nap now. If you took a nap now, I would keep saying your name and saying wake up, and then I'd email the video to your parents. No, I wouldn't do that. You got enough problems with your parents without me tattling on you, don't you? Look what I bought. Here, I'll get that set up in a minute while I get another example going. As promised, here comes the highlighting. And there goes my microphone. Giant yellow highlighter. Whole lesson in one sentence. To get the y-intercept, set the x value to 0. Yeah, and this is powerful stuff too, because on days when it's like, oh, the numbers are getting me, multiply to this, add to this, 72, 36. Today it's 0. Come on, 0. 0, pretty nice number to work with, okay? Do you need more time there? Here's my example. I almost wrote in highlighter there. Find the y-intercept of y equals x plus 2, x minus 4. Please copy down both ways I'm going to do this. Both ways. Don't decide yet which way is the better way. Option 1. Here's what I could do to find the y-intercept. I'm going to use what I just said. Can anyone tell me, without peeking, how to find the y-intercept? Over here, I'm going to set x equal to 0. Now just look at what I did there and get ready to complain. If it's like, it's too difficult. Because I'm going to ask somebody. Yeah. The last one was 20. Whoa. The last one was $22. This one was $67. All right. Give it a try. See what happens. Spin your pencil just a little bit when you do it, just to get both sides of it. Oh, mama. Oh, that's good. Problem solved. Yeah?
It's not loud, too.
It's not as loud, yeah. What did I do here? I just made the x 0. I don't even know if you need your calculator. You can use your calculator if you want, but what's 0 plus 2? 2. What's 0 minus 4? Negative 4. And then when you multiply 2 times negative 4, are you going to get positive or negative?
Positive.
Negative, because one's positive, one's negative, so it's negative 8. That's half of what you have to do today. Okay? Here's option 2. I don't want you to prejudge, because most people by the end, I won't argue with you, will agree that's the easy way to do these. But here's the other option. Ready? Shh. If you think I'm nuts with what I'm going to do here, just put the brakes on it until I get the whole point done. I planned this out on purpose. I'm going to expand this out. How do I expand it out? Are you FOIL people? Are you box people? Box. Did you do some box yesterday? Yeah. With Mr. Jaworski? You put the x and the 2 up here. You put the x and the negative 4 down there. Well, I expect good results on the quiz from this. I'm hoping we got this down, at least.
I believe at 215 again today.
Should be close, buddy. Should be close. What's x times x? No, it is not 2x. X squared. X times 2, that's the one that's 2x. Negative 4 times x, negative 4x. And then negative 4 times 2, negative 8. Then you got to collect those up. So here it comes. I'm going to write the extra step. X squared plus 2x minus 4x minus 8. But you can put those middle two terms together. Negative 2x. And you get negative 2x. Okay. And it's fair. It is totally fair if at that point you argue you didn't have to do all that work, Mr. Tyler. The left-hand option I like. perfectly well. Well, I'm both trying to show the other option and show something interesting here. Take a look at what the answer is going to be and take a look at it in standard form. Can you see the answer in standard form there? It's laying right there. In standard form, there's the y-intercept. So once it's in standard form, there's no work left to do, really. You can just pick it off the end there. I'll show the work. You could then set x equal to 0 if you wanted to, but you don't have to. You can just know that's there, because what's 0 squared? 0. What's 2 times 0? 0. That's all 0. And so the y-intercept's -8. Okay, let's just see through the teacher's mind for a second. The homework asks you to do it this way sometimes, to put it into standard form. Why, as a teacher, would I do that in the middle of all this? So you know how to do that too. I know the quiz has some of these on there, so I'm trying to mix. I'm trying to teach you about the y-intercept. That's all I got to do today. But in the meantime, let's work on a little bit of our foiling, our window method, so we're ready for the quiz on Tuesday. Questions? Do you need more time? Okay, let's be clear on what's going to happen next in the lesson, okay? I'm going to go, and we're just going to do some examples. Exactly like that one, and then you'll have your practice time, okay? Go back. Why are my keys out? Oh, I used that to open the box. Woo! Losing it. I'm very jealous of this Pepsi. Where did you get a Pepsi? What's that? Oh, you want a little Subway at lunch? Oh, I'm jealous. Whew, I got the chills. I want a Pepsi. Clear, you don't need more time. You're all talking. All right. Okay. This asks for standard form and y-intercept. I'm going to do it every way all at once. Okay? Since it asks for standard form, I'm going to expand out. I'm going to do foil and window at the same time. For those of you who want to do foil and those of you who want to do window. Ready? All at the same time. So you can make your final decision for Tuesday about whether you're going to be a foil person or a window person. By the way, I don't care. And your grade 11 teacher is not going to care. You don't need to be either one of these as long as you can get the answers. To be a window person, you make these little windows, sometimes called box method. And then in the first box, you go x times x, which is x to the power 2 or x squared, not 2x. And foil people are up here going, yeah, I know what you're doing. You're going x times x. I'm going to draw a little arrow there, connecting those up, and I'm going to write x squared. See? It's actually the same thing. It comes down to, am I visual or am I sort of algebraic? It's up to you. Negative 5x is this one. What's this one? 2x. And then the foil people are like, yep, I get 2x. Yep, I get negative 5x. And then the last one, 2 times negative 5? Negative 10. And the foil people are, yep, I got that too, negative 10. But there is one final step. Oh, yes, you're a step ahead of me. Just combine these up. So here's the standard form. When they say standard form, they want it this way. And standard form people are like, I can get the y-intercept so easy. Standard form people are like, what's the y-intercept? They'll just look right here, and they'll know what it is. That last number is the y-intercept. However, you don't have to do that. You could get the y-intercept by going, oh, set x equals 0. And people who didn't expand would go, okay, 0 minus 5 times 0 plus 2, which is negative 5, times 2, which is negative 10. Do you see how these questions are set up? You get to practice all sorts of stuff at once, so you'll be so happy on the quiz because you'll know what to do. Can we do another one? Yeah, sure. Let's do another one. Let's do B. I won't even charge you for it. No extra money for B. It'll be a freebie. That was worse, she says. Here, try and get ahead of me. I'll wait like 30 seconds. You start. B. Whether you're going to make a box or do foil, you try and do it. And then I'll do it just 30 seconds behind you. And then you can look up to see how you're doing. Because that's question 1 on the quiz. Just expand. And I wasn't tricky. I didn't put tricky. I'm not going to put tricky numbers on there. It's going to be 7s or 4s or 2s or 5s. I'm not going to show up with a 62 and a 48 or something like that. I'll put the steps. You try it, though. Don't wait till homework time to find out you can't do these. Let's find out right now. If you put these the other way around, that's OK. You can put the x minus 3 on the top and the x plus 4 on the side. Doesn't matter. Don't look up until you got what you want, and then take a look at mine and see how it went. See if you did good, you did bad, made one little mistake, whatever happened. How'd you do? Yes, almost. Watch when I write it. It's almost perfect. I hope when I write it, you're like, oh, right. That's all. No. You just wrote something wrong. Look at it. Watch. Standard form. Y equals x squared plus, it is a 1. It is a 1, but it's 1x. Minus 12. And the y-intercept, yes, is negative 12. Yeah? Hopefully by the end of that one, some of you are like, wait a minute, I guess I don't mind this standard form thing because I can just pick off the y-intercept. But if you didn't want to do that, you set x equals 0. And you can get it that way. I'm not doing a sales pitch for either. I don't care which way you do it, as long as you can get the y-intercept. Question? Oh, yeah, we got to talk about C. C's a problem. If you've drifted off to sleep, you know what, I got this, Mr. Todd, I'm so good at this. Just give me the homework. Shut up and sit down, Mr. Todd. I can say shut up when I'm talking to me. Okay? But not to you. I would never do that to you on video. The next one's a problem, isn't it? It's like, yeah. You can pick up the video right here after B. Did you watch the video last night?
Yeah, I watched it kind of every week.
Do I believe you? I 42% believe you. 62% believe you. Do you need more time on this one? Okay, take a break from hitting each other and talking to each other. I know. It's always him. It's never you. No. Can we talk about squaring, please? Someone in their own words tell me what squared is. That is, if your little grade 9 friend comes to you, or your grade 7 little cousin comes to you and says, my teacher wants me to do 5 squared. Okay, so let me play the part of your grade 7 little friend. Why is it 5 times 5? What is multiplied by itself? Okay, let me just write that down. Multiplied by itself. Are we all okay with that definition of squaring? That's what it means, multiply by itself. Then you get to this question. which looks really mysterious because it's x minus 4 squared. What does the squared mean?
You multiply y equals bracket x minus 4 bracket.
Yeah, you step ahead of us. I'll be right there.
There's a lot of brackets.
Yeah, you'd go x minus 4 times x minus 4. And once you've done that, the difficulties are over. Now it's just the same as the other question. So try it out. Don't wait for me. Try it out. Try to expand x minus 4 times x minus 4 and see what you end up with. Yeah. Yeah, and this is not wrong, but you don't need the brackets anymore because we've expanded it out. Yeah, so it's exactly right. All good. I'm going to do the box right here. You try it yourself, then look up to see how it went. Try it. Take a look after you've tried it. Mr. G, what's going on? Look, I got you a Christmas gift. Look around, see if you can figure out where it is.
Oh, wow.
Instead of the $22 model, that's the $62 model. We've tested it out.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, did we ever?
And have you still got your fingers?
Yeah. 2 sharpened fingers we have now.
Wow.
It's good, man. It's sort of quiet, too. So it's, wing. Yeah, it's good. Try it out. Don't use your marker. Oh. It's not who you know. It's who I know. Square root. I actually know that.
I forgot.
Yeah, Camille. X will be. X will be. She could be down in chem. If not, come back in a couple minutes when I got my screen loose, and I'll click on her name, and it'll come up, yeah. No, it's a good time for a break because that gave you enough time. What's the y-intercept? No, she's just doing this one. Yeah, 16. 16. Folks, I'm going to do this one with foil, okay? For 2 reasons. For anyone who's a foil person, I don't want to disrespect them here. And for anyone who's doing the square method, the window method, who's like, it's possible after seeing window enough times you go, oh, I can do foil now. You don't have to, never have to, but it's possible you might like, oh, that's less writing. So you just go x times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay? Do you have to do that? No. But now I get standard form, and now I'm going to ask Catherine again because she already answered this question just at the wrong time. So what's the y-intercept of this one? 25. Now, this time I'm not going to expand. I'm going to rewind back and go my old way, just to show that you can do it either way. This one doesn't ask you to expand it out, so I don't have to expand it out. How do I find the y-intercept? What do I do algebraically? Set x equal to 0. Good. So I go y equals 0 plus 4 times 0 plus 2. And you can get your calculator out, but what's 0 plus 4? What's 0 plus 4? 4. What's 0 plus 2? And what's 4 times 2? 8. So you might like that better. Same here. Set x equals 0. Y equals 0 minus 6. What's 0 subtract 6? If it's 0 degrees out and it goes down 6 degrees, you're down to negative 6. And negative 6 squared is 36. Okay? So I wasn't getting rid of that method. I wasn't saying you can't do it that way. I was just incorporating standard form so you'd also be ready for that for the quiz. You know what I mean, jelly beans? Yes. Yeah, it might be, as easy as I presented it, it might be even easier than that. Yeah, well, you can just look at it. Yeah. Okay.
Can I do it that way too?
Yes, absolutely. That was one of my points of the lesson. Either way is fine. Expand it out, because I'm practicing my expanding anyways. And then I can just pick off the y-intercept off the back there. Yeah, you should sit there with her. She's a good influence on each other. All right. More time there? Okay, now, here's what your homework page looks like. The first ones are state the y-intercepts, already expanded. Yeah, right? Yeah. What did you say? Yeah, just watch over there. And then these ones, expand them first. Why are you torturing us with expanding? Because I want you to be able to expand, and that's going well. Shouldn't take you long now, okay? Is that on your back sheet? You have that?
Oh, Mr. John?
Yeah.